is no, they are not in this building. Do you have any rat snakes? No, I don't. Yeah, this one is a baby indigo. Andy, think of the heart me. Yeah, this is a baby eastern indigo. Favorite species of snake. For a lot of reasons, mostly their personality, their intelligence, their demeanor. Food response is awesome. A nice pretty black snake with a red face is always fun. Their bellies are beautiful. How old are the F1s now? I don't know. We might look at them. There's some getting kind of older. Angel, think of the heart me. Shake, think of the heart me. Do you need black racers? I don't. There's some pretty nice ones. I know you like that F1 pairing from those gargoyles. There's some pretty nice ones that are starting to get some really cool color. Maybe we'll look at those in a minute. We see a gecko, maybe we'll pull some out. Richard, think of the heart me. You guys want to see geckos or want to hang out with the snake? You let me know. What's up, Wyoming? Do you sell enclosures too, or just make them for your animals? Yes and no. We do manufacture enclosures. The exotic thing for the heart me, but they're currently all out of stock on our website. We're figuring out some things with this business, so they'll most likely be back in stock eventually. But I don't know. How old is that one? This one is around 6 months old. Where's Kennedy been? Haven't seen her. She okay? Yeah, she's right here. She's a ghost. Yeah, no, she's good. Yeah, she is doing great. What's this? The hardest snake that you have to breed? The olive pythons were very tricky. The eastern indigos are pretty difficult as well. The Boland's pythons are going to be pretty tricky. The South American vine snakes are going to be pretty tricky. Pretty much everything that we're going to end up keeping long term is going to be kind of tricky. What's the temperament like? Indigos are very calm and confident snakes. The babies can be a little bit more nervous, but yeah. Jill says hi.
Hello.
Everything you have, yeah. Still have honey, we do. How are you feeling about January? What about January?
Quite lovely. It's amazing, actually.
Yeah. It's a kind of a weird year here. Young, think of the heart me. Yeah, not a crazy winter here, which is kind of becoming more increasingly so. Why am I thinking of the heart me? You're trying to get more into rare snakes. I don't know that we're really going to get new stuff. I don't know. But we definitely have more of a passion for some of the more uncommon stuff. Are the grizzlies staying in circulation? Probably not, no. Yeah, it has been really warm this year. What's up, Nettie? It has been real warm. It was like 60 degrees on Christmas. Nettie, think for the heart me the popular. Super weird. But, I mean, it makes it easier to heat this warehouse. So that's good. That's good. Abigail, think for the mermaid. Have you guys gotten married yet? No. Are indigo snakes still on the endangered list? They're still on the ESA, but they were listed to threatened instead of endangered. So that's good. Do indigo babies tend to be escape artists like MBK? Any colubrids can be, yeah. I mean, the thing is that they're so small, so you have to have a good secure cage. Any snake can be an escape artist if you don't have a good secure cage. The underbelly's, yeah, underbelly's really pretty. It's gonna be freezing here this week, really. What's up, Sheila? It was a little bit colder here. What's the smallest enclosure for it? These guys I'm keeping in tubs right now, but I'm gonna try and move these into 2x2x1s here soon. What's up, Tiff? No, we don't have any indigos available. No, we're not near Kansas, we're in Utah. Tiff, thank you for the heart me. I want to thank you for the popular. Any MBKs? We do have some MBKs, yeah. How are we? Kennedy's over there vibing. That's what Kennedy's doing over there right now. She's just dancing.
Guys, I'm a ball of joy and energy.
Yeah.
What can I say?
She's having fun.
They miss me, don't they?
She's really taking advantage of the fact that she's not on camera. Desiree, thank you for the roses. She's always a vibe, yeah.
Who said that?
Bree, you could send us a message. We have some. Desiree, thank you for the roses. When did y'all get married? We haven't yet. What size tank should I put a python in? Totally depends on the python. You could have a children's python that would be fine in a 40-gallon enclosure its whole life, or you could have a 20-foot reticulated python that you're going to need to build a custom room for. So it depends on the python. I like the rainbow silk pattern on the Eastern Indigos. Looks so cool. Yeah, their bellies are really nice. If I can get it to focus. So cool. Yeah, this is a baby indigo. I'm still in the agency. Should I go live even more? Heck yeah. Yeah, go live every day. Why not? This is the year of live streaming, we're going to say. Go live every day. Why not? Yeah, very pretty. Yeah. Whose baby is it? So this one is Midnight's baby. Midnight and Louie are the ones who produced this one. Can't leave Louie out. Can you hand me my water in between your dance moves? She's just going to dance while handing me my water. Maybe a stupid question, but are there Western indigos as well? Kind of. There's Mexican indigos, Texas indigos. They don't call them Western indigos. It's kind of like how there's a, I don't know. I don't know what my example is there. I need to have a day off to live stream again? Yeah, you do. Y'all keeping any frogs in the collection? Probably not. My goal right now for the collection is to simplify it down to animals that would be hard to replace. Just to simplify, make our lives a little bit easier right now during this crazy time. Anything that I can replace relatively easily, we're probably gonna find a new home for. So like say 5 years from now, I really want more collared lizards. I could get more collared lizards. Same with MBKs and garter snakes and blue tongue skinks. If it's something that I can, find another one relatively easily, I might downsize them. So what did I miss the update? We'll probably hop on Discord after this. We'll do an update for some of you guys who weren't at the last Discord call. So yeah, we'll do a Discord live after this to kind of update you guys on some of the life things that we're doing right now. Let's see. That'll probably be in about 20 minutes. 20-ish minutes. What's up, Claire?
Just the bottom one.
Oh, cool. How's Honey? She's good. She is good. Let me grab some water, guys, so I can continue to speak. Okay. So yeah, we'll do a Discord live in like 20 minutes or so. I haven't watched for ages. Has Honey grown? A little bit, yeah. Tina, think of the heart me. Yeah, Honey's grown a little bit. She's getting pretty close to her max size though, I think. Yeah, all the babies this year were red phase. Some of them better than others. This isn't like the most amazing version. Thanks for the Joker Ball, Wyoming. You saw the effort, right? I hope that doesn't go unnoticed.
Effort?
I was off camera and I went on camera and actually caught it. What's up, Katie? A+. I appreciate that. It was the best grade I've ever gotten in my life. Just kidding. But yeah, so we're gonna hang out with this dude for probably another few minutes. Maybe we'll switch to some geckos. I don't know. Claire says hey to you too. Glad to see you live. I am glad to see all of you guys here on my live. Yeah.
Did you say Claire says hi to me?
Yeah.
Hi, Claire.
Yeah, the indigos are usually pretty chill. 5K likes? Heck yeah, guys. Appreciate you. Okay. If any of you guys have any questions about indigos, this is a perfect time now that we have one. They are easily our favorite species. We need to see some ball pythons before they go. It's fair. These get degrees, it's true. Sarah, think of the heart me. Favorite snake? Yeah, these guys. These are our favorite species of snakes. By far. Possibly brie, I don't know, maybe. Angel, think of the roses. They lay eggs? They do, yeah. These guys have very interesting eggs. Most snake eggs are pretty leathery. Not like a chicken egg. They're not hard. They don't crack like that. But these guys are kind of the same. They're leathery, but they have a very rough, almost sandpaper texture to them.
It's like they're rolled in sugar.
Yeah, it's really weird. you still have sunshine and are dead? We do. Yeah, we do. Are you phasing away with ball pythons? We are. Yes. Yes, we are. Yeah, we definitely are. We're phasing away with a whole bunch of stuff. Our lives are as crazy as they have ever been, and it is not getting any easier. Jackie, thank you for the heart being popular. Sounds painful, I know, right? Sounds weird. Yeah, our lives are not getting any easier. So we're kind of getting to a point where, you know, the breeding side of luxorreptiles is pretty much coming to an end. We'll still breed stuff here and there, more as like a passion project, but not breeding as a business, really anymore. We're not breeding any snakes this year. You know, we'll have gecko babies here and there, but yeah.
Do you want to stay like an Airbnb or a hotel?
I mean, it's in a hotel, so why not just stay at that hotel?
Okay.
Yeah. And so we don't have to travel and yeah, I'm all for that.
There's a little party too after.
A party, huh? It's gonna be weird.
An after party.
An after party.
That's why it's 21 plus.
Oh. Luxor Zoo needs to happen. That would be one of those things where it's like, you know, we'll focus on other businesses, you know, do our stuff, and then, you know, that'll happen. No more storefront rights. So that's kind of in the same boat, honestly, guys. We're at a point right now in our lives where we really got to figure out what we want to do. What's up, Pouncer? You know, and so we're so busy with a lot of other things in our life right now, that it might be time to just really dial in and focus on those. And then when we want to open a zoo in the future, when we want to open the coolest pet store in North America, you know, we can do that a lot easier rather than trying to work our way into it right now. Getting a snake. I'm a beginner, but my dad has experience, been told African house snake is the best. African house snakes are good beginners for sure. I don't know, Jamie. Yeah, there's a lot to figure out. I don't know. Maybe. MBK baby Eastern Indigo. This is a baby Eastern Indigo. Yeah, you can tell kind of like the red on its face, the little mascara underneath its eyes, or the stripes, whatever you want to call it. I'm in talks with someone wanting to rehome his red-tailed boa. Do you have any advice on them? They're pretty easy. I would say just do your research. Make sure you're ready for that big of a snake too, for sure. We lack cool pet stores. That's a cool goal. Yeah, no, that's something that, like, as a business, I don't want that to pay my bills, but I would love to have an amazing pet store. And it's something that we can, you know, very easily do 10 years from now, 15 years from now. But it'll be one of those things where, you know, we're focusing on other businesses and then we just go dump $2 or $3 million into the pet store just as a passion project, just for fun. Where it feels like you're in more of like a high-end exhibit than a pet store. So that's the goal. Okay, thank you for the heart me. I just thought it would have more white spots. Yeah, so they usually typically grow out of it. You can see it still has a good bit. They usually grow out of it like 6 months to a year. Told them how you help people with TikTok and put your agency contact information. Heck yeah. Emily, thank you for the heart me. Snake baby, yeah. This one's a little 6-month-old Eastern Indigo. This is our favorite species of snake. You know, in my opinion, this is the closest you can get to owning like a cobra that is not venomous. You get the same intelligence, kind of a similar, you know, look to them. But yeah, 6 months already, I know. Yeah, you can see the white spots a little bit, but they're starting to fade for sure. Definitely miss seeing the baby snakes, but I'm here to support. And eventually you go on, I appreciate that, Tina. Yeah, I mean, and we're still going to be on TikTok, you know, with the reptiles that we do have and all the other stuff. So who knows?
This is not a hotel. This is like its own convention center, just owned by that hotel.
It's probably one connected or really close, but
there's like 10 of them right there.
Gotcha. What's the baby snake's name? This one does not actually have a name. Have you ever dealt with IBD and snakes? No, I have not. What's up, Casey? Good evening. My favorite snake from the US? Me too. My favorite snake in general. The Bolin's pythons are a very close second. But yeah, no, I'm just obsessed with these snakes for various reasons. Their personality, their demeanor, you know, the way they analyze things is just completely different than a ball python or, you know, even a berm or a retic. Very much like conscious. Very analytical. You know, they're awesome. Yeah, they are awesome animals to work with. Love the olives. Olives are sweet. Ball pythons have nothing going on in their heads. Not nearly as much. No, we will keep the bolins. Again, that kind of fits into my thing of like, I can't easily replace that, right? It's not something that, you know, if I rehome and I decide in 5 years from now that I want more bolins pythons, it's going to be hard. Misty and Kennedy cooking, that might be something that we bring back one day. Who knows? Possibly Jamie. I don't know. Possibly. We might keep one pair of olive pythons and sell the other pair. We may keep the berms. We may not. I don't know. You sell Franklin? Yeah. He's going to be one of those ones that we end up rehoming. Good temperament? Yes. Love the cooking lives? Yeah. He was always so pretty. The Bolin's python? Yes. Wyoming. He seems shocked about the possible berm downsizing. Maybe. Who knows? Our lives are crazy.
Hey, is Claire in there?
Claire was. I just see invite as a guest. She might pop in a second. Keep Kevin? I probably would keep Kevin. That's the most like unpractical animal to keep. Claire is here.
Claire, in the general section under welcome, that's up to you, huh? I don't have rules in that. I can't delete messages.
What about the blind snake? Probably not. I don't know. Life is always changing, and you know, we're going with the flow. Casey, thank you for the heart me. Going with the flow. But for those of you in Discord, we're going to be doing a Discord live right after this. Just kind of updating you guys on our life plans, goals, bugs. Probably not. That's one of those things. You know, I can get more later. But right now, you know, my time is so limited. I can always get more. Wait, what? I don't know. Which Discord? The original Patreon Discord, for those of you who are still in there. Yeah, for those of you still in there. But yeah, we'll be doing a live there. Let me see. How long have I been on? We'll do a live there in like 10 minutes or so. Yeah, 10 minutes-ish. Maybe we could do one on the free Discord side by side. I don't know, because Jamie's not in there.
Not side by side.
I don't know. Nothing much different than what you guys are hearing here, but... But yeah, don't go resubscribe or anything. Still on for me? Heck yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do a little update live. Probably in about 10 minutes. This is literally my favorite TikTok page. Please tell me you aren't going anywhere. No, we aren't going anywhere, but things are gonna change. It'll be easier to maybe take a vacation. Well, and that's another thing too. Like, we just got invited to Vegas for a TikTok thing, so we're gonna be going there.
Speaking of, where's the best place to look at hotels? I know someone in here knows.
Kind of felt the shift after you moved locations. It's sad. You guys made me not hate snakes. I mean, we're not going anywhere, guys. This isn't goodbye. We ain't going anywhere. And I can tell you, I will always have at least one Eastern Indigo. So even if it's just going live with that one Indigo, you know, we'll be here. Change the Cape, but don't leave. Yeah, no, we're not leaving. We're not disappearing. Worst case scenario, we would always still be live on somewhere. When is it? That one is in February. Yeah, that one in Vegas has wedding chapels, just saying. That's crazy.
In Vegas, absolutely not. For the plot, though, that would be kind of funny.
That'd be crazy. We don't consume anything that would make us that impulsive. It won't be a spur of the moment decision like it typically is there. Could do it in Italy later, that's true. You could get married by Elvis, yeah. Andrew may show up to Vegas and crash. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Is Andrew in here?
No.
Oh.
No, it's not, Bella. Yeah, no. This one is not available. Definitely not. Crasher, Andrew.
Should we go stay at the Luxor?
Heard it's terrible.
Really?
Can't figure out if my Patreon is up or still active. I have no idea. I don't know. Just ordered a boy banana and she had clown ball python. Heck yeah, that's cool. I feel very out of the loop. It seems a lot has changed. A lot has changed, and a lot is always changing. Yeah. We're very ambitious people that always have something on the horizon as far as plans. So things are always changing, and you know, as business owners, you got to do your best to be very conscious of where your life is heading you, is leading you. I don't care.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't care. Not really HTX. I'm waiting to get out of Discord till I'm sure you're getting out of it. That is fair. That is fair. Kennedy's over here raving.
Mm-hmm.
She's going crazy.
Oh, that's okay.
What's up, Shelly? She's dancing.
There has to be someone in here that lives in Vegas or that
Who lives in
travels
Vegas?
to Vegas frequently.
Who goes to Vegas a lot?
Who knows anything about Vegas hotels?
I love these indigos, me too. Discord quit working on my device, that's why I've not been there. That's fair. That's fair. Guys, who goes to Vegas a lot? I know some. Quest lives there. Well,
Did you say Quest?
I need some recommendations. Is Franklin there? No. My family
Wait,
there.
did you say Quest?
Where y'all wanted to stay? That's what we need to know. Where
Yeah.
where should we stay? Where's the best place in Vegas to stay?
Preferably by like Caesars area.
Yeah. Oh, dude. What's up, just me? Planet Hollywood.
Is it?
I don't know.
I've heard. Maybe I haven't heard the right things about that.
Yeah, I know Quest.
No,
Went
is that
once
the
in
Quest
45
that-
years, no help. I stayed at Caesars. That's fair. Sounds good. Right across from Caesars. Oh, all right. Maybe we'll look at that one. Aria for sure.
Aria?
Circus is good.
I want to stay at one that's not supposedly haunted too.
The Link Hotel was nice. Stayed at the Bellagio. That one sounds fancy. Old Vegas has older accommodations, but it's cheaper and a fun area.
Which is the safest area?
Mackenzie says Bellagio or Venetian. My boss was just there. Oh.
You would pick the most expensive one.
Don't only think of the lightning bolt. Bellagio or Venetian. Don't go off
I've
the
heard that
strip.
both of those are good.
What's up, Paul? Paul says Bellagio. Paul says Bellagio.
Paul, I miss you.
Fountain Blue says Wyoming.
I've got some good recommendations. I appreciate you guys. I don't go to Vegas because I don't consume anything that Vegas usually offers. Let's see how close it is.
What are you doing? How are you, Paul? What are you doing, dude? Never been myself. I haven't gone in a long time. Claire does. She's looking forward to it. Yeah. Claire, where do you want to stay?
Oh, that's only like 7 minutes away from it.
Okay.
Oh, there. Is the Cosmopolitan any good? Aria, Bellagio, those are all right next to each other.
Down to stay wherever. I know nothing about Vegas. Me either.
I
Me
want to stay in
either.
one that's like nice and I'm not going to feel icky and
Icky.
yeah. That's also not $1,000 a night.
I'm good. How have you guys been? We've been good, Paul. We've been busier than ever. Life is crazy. I know you know all about that. No, you know all about that. Last time I was in Vegas was 2007. I'm sure it's changed a lot. I think it's probably when I was there last. Have you and Kennedy got married? No. No, we have not. No, we have not. So excited to hear y'all planning a getaway. Well, it's for work. It is very much for work. Yeah, TikTok is hosting an event for agency owners, which is why Claire is coming, because she is the lead manager in our agency. So there'll be some fun. Maybe we'll.
Can we do a Cirque du Soleil show?
That doesn't sound fun to me.
It sounds so fun to me.
Still a getaway. That's true. Hope you will still find time for dates. Yeah, I'm sure we will do something fun. Go out to a nice dinner or something.
Yeah, there's so much good food
Go to
in Vegas.
Gordon Ramsay's restaurant.
Absolutely.
Or something.
We're
That'd be
going
cool.
to be spending most of our money on food down there.
Great. Great. Or we could just eat at Subway and we go put all that money into the thing that spins.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Claire
not.
loves doing that.
No shit.
Claire talks to me. Claire said that like 3 times. Mackenzie knows a thing or two about Vegas. Yeah. Claire does love a good slot. Yeah. Oh, really, Paul? I can't repeat that on here, but yeah, that might be fun. I try staying away from there. I know. We got to make sure that we leave with the same amount of money that we go there with.
That's not my thing. The same amount. No, I want to. Vegas has such good food.
No, I know, but we gotta, have a couple wins that make up for that food. We gotta leave with the same bank account balance that we show up with. I think it'd be fun, Paul. I think it'd be fun. Okay, guys, I think it is time. Yeah, guys, we're gonna go hop over into our Discord. We are going to go update you guys on some of our life changes. If you guys are new, do not go sign up for Patreon or Discord. That is part of it. Yeah. Blink is nice, kind of in the middle of the strip. I stayed there a few times. The Link.
Yeah.
You're looking at that one too? Very good shows there too. Yeah, maybe we'll look at some of those. Okay, guys, we're going to hop off. We're going to go update some people on our Discord about some of our life changes and directions. I'm not sure, Jamie. I'm not sure. But if you guys are new here, click the follow button. We're live every single day. We love hanging out with you guys, showing you some cool animals. Until then, we're going to hippity hop on off here. We'll be back tomorrow. So yeah, anything you got?
No.
No? Okay, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. We're not. We will talk about all of that on the Discord update today. What do you mean no more Discord? Yeah, we're shutting down Patreon, guys. Some life changes, life updates. We're not going anywhere on TikTok. We'll still be here, but what's a good reptile I can keep in the dorm? I already have a 40-gallon tank. Ball python would probably be good. Maybe corn snake. Corn snake would be good. Can I get a typed up Discord update? Because I gotta work again. I don't like typing. Thought you wasn't supposed to handle them though. These guys as adults are crazy. This is one that we hatched here. So we're trying to handle him to get him calm. I have seen these before where they are handleable. But it does take a lot of work and kind of a lot of luck, to be honest, to get them that way. Spark Notes version, maybe, yeah.
Who said that?
Becca. So we are trying to socialize this guy. We're not training him. We're not, necessarily teaching him anything. We're just socializing him, getting him used to being around people. Jojo, thank you for the rose. So that is the goal. We're going to try and socialize him to the point where he's as handleable as a crested gecko. He can come out and chill with us. Kate, thank you for the heart me. It is possible. You can do that with really any reptile. But yeah, how big do they get? These guys get pretty big. You know, I would say the adults are probably around 6 to 8 inches or so. Irish snake with a heart me. But yeah, they're usually just crazy, and he is getting that way. Yeah, he is absolutely getting that way.
I said, I'll show you.
So if you're gonna say I'm crazy, I'm just gonna be crazy then. How big of an enclosure do you need? I keep the adults in those 18 by 18 by 24s behind me. Their defense mechanism is to shed their whole skin, isn't it? It's not necessarily like something that they can just do on command, right? Like if I was to grab him, he would kind of wiggle out of his skin. Yeah, he just jumped back in his enclosure, so we'll call it good on that. Yeah, they can kind of like wiggle out of their skin. So like if a predator was to grab them, you know, they can just, off they go, right? But we never grab him. We just kind of scoop him onto our hands and we hold him, right? You know, once he's calm, able to be held, we could, in theory, lightly grab him and he'd be fine. But yeah, it's like, we had an adult pet store I used to work at that got out, and you know, it was more important to us to grab it and make sure that it wasn't out in the pet store with the general public anymore than to, you know, try and very lightly scoop it up and, you know, get it gently back into the cage, because that was never going to happen. So yeah, we had to grab that one, and it did lose, you know, a decent chunk of its skin, but it grew back perfectly fine, you know, within a few weeks. Can you show your water monitor? Maybe. It was me. I keep popping him deep convo and then I'm lost. That is fair. What's up, Jen? How are you? Let's see who's in here. I don't even know who this is. Some little bacon red stripes. All right. That'll be fun. Show you guys a little gargoyle gecko, something that's a little bit more calm. Michael, thank you for the heart me. Do you have a favorite reptile? Yes. My favorite snakes are the eastern indigos. My favorite lizards now, that's tough. It's got to be a toss-up between Kevin, our black dragon, the Asian water monitor, depends on the day, and the new green tree monitor and the Kimberly rock monitors. I can't really handle any of them. I can handle Kevin, but it hurts. But the Kimberleys and the green tree monitors don't really want to be held. So I have to like hide from the camera so it'll focus. We need more feeders. How do we order those? Just on the website. My snakes love your rats. We don't have those on the website. I'd say text Kennedy and we could probably get you some. You have a favorite type of spider? My favorite tarantulas are the M. balfouris. I love the communal aspect of them. One of my goals in life is to have just a gigantic enclosure, like a 6 foot long, 2 or 3 foot deep, 2 or 3 foot tall enclosure with, you know, a few hundred of them. Because they'll live together, they'll feed each other, they'll raise their young, all that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool to me. Most tarantulas and spiders in general are not communal. They will eat or fight each other. So it's pretty cool that they're, you know, very much a communal species where they have their hierarchies, they have, you know, their own territories that they stick to, and they will live and interact with each other and raise their own babies. It's pretty cool to me. I can see Kennedy shake her head now. Can you guys see her in the reflection?
Possibly. I'm working.
What's up, Camerino? What should we pull out? Let's see you about another one. I want to see these ones for sure. Does it cost a lot to feed them all? It does. Look at the head on that guy. Oh, Travis, check these out. Check these out. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you his age real quick. This dude was born December 17th, 2025. So he's almost a month old. He's not even a month old. What's up, Megan? Not even a month old. It's already red. You want to shine some light on it for me? Oh yeah, that's what I expected from that pair. Get completely out so focus. And then I want to show you the blotched sibling that this one hatched with. And they're pooping, heck yes, that is good. This blotched one is gonna look better than the other blotched one. It's gonna be a super nice one. I think it's gonna be crazy. All right, you're like being weird. Yeah, I think this blotched one's gonna look much nicer than the last one that hatched out, and that one's insane. It just has more color coverage already. I need more blotched babies, yeah. Focus, yeah. You shine the light on this one. Yeah, stop. Yeah, the coverage on it is already nuts. OMG, Asher wants it. This one, you would have to pry out of my cold, dead hands, Asher. I'm gonna show you this one's older sibling. It's probably not gonna be fired up because today is gecko day, so they are a little bit on the drier side. But it's still gonna be pretty nice. I'm gonna need that blotch there, pal.
Did Travis say that?
No, Megan. Yeah, so it's not fired up, so you see a lot more of the contrast, but this white and gray is usually pretty maroonish. What time is it there? 3:48. I don't know if you're trolling me or if you're actually curious, but. Yeah, so this is the original blotched. Same pair, same adults. When it's fired up, that gray is pretty maroon, and that red is just spreading. For sure trolling, okay. Yeah, that red is spreading all over its body. The coverage is getting more and more every day. So, I'm really loving this dude. Hi Russ, it's Ash, the other one is way sick, I agree. So I wanna show you. Come here, dude. So these guys are both from the same parents, so they are technically siblings. Not clutchmate siblings, but they are siblings, meaning just came from the same parents. But you can see just the difference. This guy down here is going to look a lot like this one. And it's kind of hard to imagine that right now, but yeah, no, it's gonna look very, very similar once it matures a little bit more. That orange that you guys can kind of see, that orange and brown, is gonna go red just like this guy. But yeah, pretty freaking cool. You see, this is about the difference of like 6 months as far as growth. Pretty big difference in growth. That one's so cool. I would name him Batman. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. You can go back. That striped one from that clutch is nuts. Here's a decent striped one. This is actually the sibling to that bigger blotched one. When it fires up, its sides go pretty red, but not a ton of red coverage. That one looks like it might be going male. I haven't checked with a loop, but. Okay, we got 2 open tubs. We need to put lids back. Make sure geckos are all in there. How are their horns coming in? They're getting there. This guy actually doesn't really have a whole lot right now. But yeah, that thing is sweet. Yeah, this dude's definitely staying here. I would love if this one was actually a girl. We could put this to that red striped clown. Because I definitely want to put a nice blotched female to that one. It's got great saturation. Great coverage. This would be a good female to put to that red striped clown. I'm gonna show you guys that red striped clown so you guys can see what I'm thinking here. So if this is a female, this is going to be breeding with the next gecko I'm about to show you. Need to check it. Alright, where are you today? Looking pretty brown today, but that's okay. Looks really brown today. And he's crazy, so I would expect him to start freaking out and jumping here soon. Red stripe comes from Mosaic Dad and a striped mama. Oh, cool. You're gonna start being crazy. I can see it in your eyes. I don't want you jumping right at my face. They love to do that. Jump right at your face. They get you with those freaking claws. What are you doing? You're pushing buttons. Told you, he's gonna be crazy. Does he change color? Kind of. A little bit. Not like a chameleon, or not what people think chameleons do. They'll fire up and fire down. So that brown that you guys are seeing on his body, oftentimes it's completely white.
Thud from him.
So grumpy. What is that? So this is our red striped clown gargoyle gecko. Dude. You can't really pick him up from the front because he will bite you. Here you go. If we didn't already have a Dexter, we'd probably name him Dexter, just because of all the splatters all over him. He'd be perfect. So pretty he is. And he's crazy, so you're going home. So yeah, we need to find a female for that dude, because that is probably the nicest gargoyle gecko in the collection, I would say. And he's single and ready to mingle, so. Beauty thing for the heart me and the popular, appreciate you. No, we don't have any leopard geckos, no. Guess who woke up today because I tossed the salad I had last night, by the way. What? What? Can we see Kevin? Probably not. We're probably just gonna chill with some easy stuff for right now because we've got to run soon. Any suggestions for them? My daughter just got my daughter one. They're pretty easy. Just spend some time doing some research. There's a lot of information out there. The most important things that you want to make sure you're keeping up with is make sure their temperature is correct on their warm side. Make sure you're supplementing well with a good reptile multivitamin and calcium with D3. You're going to want to look up a good schedule as far as supplementation with that. You don't want to be doing all D3. You want to kind of cycle it. And then make sure they have a humid hide, somewhere that they can go that's humid that they can shed. Them being a slightly more arid desert reptile, yes, but they still do need somewhere humid to go shed. That's why you see all the videos and pictures online of leopard geckos that are just covered in stuck shed. Their eyes are sealed shut. Their toes are missing because they've been cut off with circulation from stuck shed. Toriana, thank you for the heart being popular. Waiting for Lucky Dogs live. I'm loving her lives too, honestly. But yeah, as far as leopard geckos, those are the 3 tips I'd have. Just make sure your temperatures are correct. Make sure they have a humid hide, and make sure you're keeping up on their supplementation. Do they drop their tails like crested geckos do? Not quite as often, I would say, the leopard geckos. Like, they absolutely can drop their tails, and if you have kids that are crazy and they grab them by their tails, yeah, they can drop them. But I don't think they drop them as nervously as crested geckos do. Like, a loud noise, you know, and a crested gecko could drop their tail. You know, if you have a thunderstorm roll through, you might have like 4 or 5 crested geckos drop their tail. I remember Tiki's geckos, he had a hurricane roll through, and, you know, none of his animals got out or died or anything, but he did have a lot of crested geckos drop some tails. So, let's see. I do want to look at this guy some more. I'm going to spend a lot of time with this dude. He's a little bit crazier too, so I don't know how long we'll be with him, but. Come here, dude. So this is the nicest crested gecko we have. Looks-wise, in my opinion. This is one that we weren't even going to keep, but we ended up keeping him, and I'm glad we did. Do you have any spiders? We do have some, yeah. I'm a new mod for Lucky since yesterday. Ooh, heck yeah. That's good. Nice colors. Yeah, no, this dude's awesome. Very big fan of this guy. So for those of you wondering, or those of you who know crested gecko genetics, this dude is an axanthic frappuccino. So he's an axanthic, he's a lily white, and he's a cappuccino. Those 3 genetics. One of only a few in the country. Super awesome animal. Very lucky to have him, honestly. Good morning, what's up, Megan? Wasn't expecting him to hop so far. He's a little bit on the crazier side. Stop, dude. Yeah, he is beautiful. He is. Love the little dark gray tip of his tail too. Scroll out on accident, that happens. That happens. Getting some good size to him. Growing pretty quick. Looking like it might end up being a female. Come here. You're not quite big enough for me to tell without a loop. Especially wiggling around like that. But yeah, very, very cool animal. He's gonna jump, so we'll at least give him somewhere to jump to. You gonna jump? What's up, Sarah? There you go. Yeah, very cool dude. I still don't know what we're gonna do breeding-wise with him. I thought it'd be a fun idea to pair him to a Chihuahua gecko, honestly. If it's a male. If it's a female, I'm not gonna put it to a Chihuahua gecko, but if it was a male, I'd probably put him to a female Chihuahua gecko. I think it'd be interesting. Got my first Cresty on Sunday bonding tips. Just spend some time working with them. You know, handle them over a table. So when they do jump, it's not that far of a fall, or, you know, sit on the ground while you handle them. I love the geckos you have. Me too. We've got some pretty cool ones. Do have some pretty cool ones. Oh my goodness. You need to stop jumping on the... You almost promoted the live. Dude, that would have come out of your paycheck. He was literally on the promote page.
Stop it.
He's like, I want everybody to see me. Let's get some people in here. Crazy dude. Okay, guys, we'll be live for probably another 6 or so minutes. We got a busy night ahead of us, so we got to go run. I got to go shower. Got to head to an event. What would happen if you bred it with the same colorings? They'd probably look the same. Yeah, they'd probably look about the same. I don't know. I kind of want to see, honestly. I don't know where my jeweler's loop is. I thought it was right here. Oh, it is. Let me go grab a deli cup lid, a clean one. And we're gonna take a look at this one, see what we think it is. 1 second, guys. Okay, so we have our jeweler's loop, we have a deli cup lid, and here's what we're gonna do. We're going to place him on the deli cup lid, and we're going to very lightly, cup him to the lid like this. You can see he's not struggling, he's not squirming, but this allows us to get a nice flat view. I think it's a female. Gotta look at it the other way. I think it's a female. I'm not very good at this though. I think it's a female. How can you tell? So we're looking at pores, femoral pores. So there will be certain scales that have kind of like a divot in the center that go across the body. That's what we're looking for. Wish there was an easy way for me to show you guys, but maybe we could do a video one day showing you, like set up the camera on that jeweler's loop and show you 2 good examples of both. Yeah, I think it's a female, which, that's fine. I'm starting to get some Dalmatian spots, which I'm not a huge fan of. But do you only have geckos? No, we do have a lot of geckos. It seems like geckos is what we mainly show nowadays. But we're having a lot of fun with the geckos, so that's why. But yeah, no, we still have more snakes than we do geckos, but than anything. My Xanthic has a couple Dalmatian spots, yeah. And the lily whites, I don't really like seeing Dalmatian spots. I like to see it clean without the Dalmatian spots, but it's okay. Can we see your coolest snake? Well, we tried to bring out the coolest snake today. We did, and that is the Bolin's python. Caitlin, think you could heart me. Yeah, we tried to bring out the Bolin's python today. He had just eaten a very large meal, like 4 days ago, and he was up in his sky hide, his arboreal hide that we have in there, and he did not want to come out at all. Tried to lure him out, tried to get him interested in coming out, and he's like, no, I'm gonna stay in here and digest. How's he going? He's good. Yeah, he's good. Where do you get your enclosures from? We actually manufacture our own enclosures. Yeah, we manufacture them. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I wish I was gonna pull him out. Kennedy said that we should pull him out, but he did not want to. So my male olive does that, yeah. Sometimes they just call the shots. How much was your Axanthic lily? So that one's an Axanthic frappuccino. So it's an Axanthic, it's a lily white, and it's a cappuccino. That one, we didn't produce it, but he came in on a package deal with a bunch of others. Wasn't supposed to come in, but one of the ones that we'd actually purchased, he accidentally already sold, so he sent us that as a replacement. It was one of his holdbacks, and he's like, dude, I'm sorry, like, I sold the one that you were supposed to get, so here's this, it's better, it's Axanthic Frappuccino, and I don't know how much that one would be. Yeah, I don't know. But the Axanthic lilies usually go for around, 15. Me and my boyfriend breed Cresties, heck yeah. What's up, Madeline? So yeah, I talked to Tiki about that one specifically, and he's like, yeah, I think that is what it is. And he was interested in it, but not for something that I really wanted to let it go for. I would have been so happy with that replacement. No, I was too. And it's funny because, I got that group in specifically to make available to my people because I don't have Axanthic lily white in my collection and everybody always wants them from me. So I got that group in on wholesale, and he's like, yeah, sorry dude, this one isn't what it says it is, but it's my holdback, like it's nicer, it's from a different pairing. I was like, well, that's great, because I was supposed to, be finding new homes for those, and now I don't know what to do with it, so we ended up keeping it. But yeah, no, I hit up Tiki and I was like, hey dude, like I was supposed to be finding homes for these, like do you guys want them? And he was interested, but yeah, it was funny, he actually said he's gonna be making them this next season, so he hasn't even made any yet. I'm good, Madeline, how are you? 9 cresties that slowly all look the same. That's fair, that happens. Do you have any bearded dragons? We sure do. We do have some bearded dragons. But yeah, we actually recently hatched out some Axanthic lily whites. I can show you those real quick. I need to get all of these into my standard tubs, but there's some deli cups right now because I ran out. And these guys are starting to look pretty freaking good. They are pooping, which you love to see. This first week or so when those babies don't start pooping, it makes you nervous, but here's one of the baby Axanthic lilies we hatched out. This one looks like it's got some shed on it that needs to come off. And then this is its clutch mate, just a regular Axanthic. Yeah, so little. But yeah, Axanthic lily white and an Axanthic. And we have more eggs that are incubating from this pairing. Yeah, 2 visuals. Yeah, so it's funny because the ones that we purchased a group of 6 babies, and the guy we purchased them from was like, I have the adults too if you want them, and the pairing is an Axanthic and an Axanthic lily white. So we brought that pair, and literally the week that we got them in, they started laying eggs, and they're fertile. So like this pair right here came from those, from like the week that they came in. Let me show you that adult female. That adult female is really nice.
She's crazy, isn't she?
She's a little bit crazy, but it's okay. Dream geckos there. Any tips on breeding gargoyles? Finally got a good match for my female. Yeah, just wait till your female starts laying eggs and then pair them up, see how they do. They're usually completely fine. Make sure you're feeding them, growth and breeding Pangea or something that, has more protein and calories during breeding season. But other than that, they're pretty freaking easy. I keep an eye on my breeders, and if they're not losing weight, I keep them together year round. That's the same for cresties and gargoyles. I keep them together as long as they look good together. What's up, Kaylee? What's up, Linda? So this is the adult female that we got. I love the spots on her legs. You see, she's a nice, big, chunky female. She's probably carrying some eggs here. I think she laid... No, she laid on the 10th. She laid on the 10th of this month, so she's empty. So she looks good even for, just laying eggs. What's up, Linda? Love her pattern. Her pattern is very pretty. She's pretty fired down right now. Usually that gray is pretty darker, but yeah. She's a nice Axanthic lily white. As if we get more Axanthics. I mean, all of them will be Axanthic, because it's an Axanthic to Axanthic pairing, and it's recessive. So yeah, it'd be impossible for me to not get Axanthics from them. But yeah, no, it's pretty sweet. We're lucky to have them for sure. What morphs to bearded dragons? Yeah, we just have red monsters. Yeah. I'm gonna show you the dad real quick, and then we're gonna hop off. So here is the Axanthic dad, little tailless dude. This Is it impossible to get anything besides axanthic? It is impossible, yeah. Rango, thanks for the heart me. How long for eggs to hatch? When I incubate the eggs, they take around 60 days. Red monster's my dream. Yeah, they're cool. No, we're not gonna look at any bearded dragons today. Yeah, here's the dad. But yes, it would be impossible to get anything but axanthic, since you're pairing two visual recessive axanthics together. You're never gonna not get an axanthic. What's happened with his tail? He has dropped his tail. Yeah. Do you have to wait for the female to lay duds for you to pair? I do with new females, yeah. First time females, yes. Usually wait for duds. Or if I have a female that is like at a really good size and she just never laid anything before, sometimes I'll put a male in with her. But the best practice is, yeah, wait for a female to lay duds first. And then, yeah, throw a male in with her. And again, like if my female looks really good body weight wise, you know, typically I won't pull the male at the end of her cycle. I'll usually just leave them together as long as they're eating, as long as they look good. You can check her calcium sacs too. If you prop open her mouth, you can see her calcium sacs at the back of her throat. But it's like my original lily white and red phantom porthole male that I have. I've had them together for almost 2 years now, and I haven't separated them. Yeah, so they do really well together. You know, I keep an eye on the male's weight, and if he drops, then yeah, I will separate them. And if he's just overbreeding her and her calcium sacs, you know, get depleted, then yeah, definitely separate them. But yeah, no, if the female's calcium sacs are good, if the male's at a good body weight, if the female's not getting beaten up by the male, I just leave them together. Yeah, no reason, in my opinion, to separate them. Because then the second she starts cycling again, he's going to pair with her and they're going to start laying eggs. That's my philosophy behind it. But I mean, you can obviously separate yours and put them together when she starts laying again. But that's what I do, and it's worked really, really well. Haven't had any issues. And this male didn't even drop his tail because of the female. He dropped his tail because he got startled when we were spraying at night. And he just started running around his cage and freaked out, but yeah. So, we gotta run, guys. If you've enjoyed hanging out with us, talking geckos, seeing all the animals, and you're new here, drop a follow. We're live every single day. We gotta go run and do some stuff, gotta shower. When you guys be on Discord, probably in about 45 minutes. I'm gonna go run home, shower, and then we'll hop in the car and go drive to our event tonight. But yeah, we're live every single day. We've been live every day for over 2.5 years, so we will be here tomorrow. So yeah, drop a follow. We'll see you again. Who knows what we'll pull out tomorrow? Maybe the Bolin's Python. I don't know. But if he cooperates, yeah. So guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Be safe, and we'll see you later.